Shalom Israel. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And I was watching a video, alright, which you had a new thing out there. Alright, you had this guy, you see the brother, Jake needs to learn to shut the hell up. And this guy, One Body in Yahweh Shai, is saying that we should teach in the hood. Okay? Let's see. When you actually watch I think like the first, 5 minutes, the brother actually plays the clip of him saying we need to speak in the hood. But I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it so brothers can see it.
A lot of these schools they have, man, do this. This is why we come out here, man. For the love of our people. Pan the camera around, man. Let them see what kind of tradition I'm
Yeah, let's take a look at that desk.
They down on the bus up doing crack, man.
The only niggas there in the hood is you niggas. That's the only niggas out there.
Yeah, they got one vision, two boys up here, man. Two brothers, two sellouts, man. Why do you think their hands are positioned like they are, man? That's why we come down here, man. Our people are down here pushing shopping carts.
Yeah, he gonna get the word.
Why can't they come into these neighborhoods? Why can't y'all come into these neighborhoods? This might be like a 2-minute clip. Why can't you Israelites come into the neighborhoods, man? Why do I always see y'all somewhere where y'all teaching some white folks, man? Some red dragons, man? Why is it more important to go to those neighborhoods to teach your enemy than to come into your people's neighborhood and teach them? Why?
You see? So you heard it from the man himself, man. Now, what he's pushing is for us to go in the hood. And as you've seen, when he panned the camera around, there wasn't shit in the hood. Jake is all doped up. Most niggas, it was nobody there. Alright? And most importantly, because it is commanded us to go out on the highways and hedges. Okay? When you think about, Yahweh Shai, okay, and the apostles, they always taught, alright, in the chief place of concourse in the agora. Alright? Which the agora is Greek for the marketplace. Alright? And as I thought about that lesson, I was just watching, brothers over there, dollars do their take on it. Alright? And another example I want to bring out is the Akim over here in Baltimore. What you see normally, alright, they camp in the chief places of concourse, but they decided to do a Baltimore Hoods drive-through. Alright? So I'm gonna play it. It says GMS Baltimore on locations, Baltimore, Maryland, aka Baltimore Murderland, the corroded city. Alright, and over here in Jersey we actually visited those Akim, man, and brothers were beautiful. And hey, Baltimore really is a shithole. Alright, it is what it is, man. Over here in Jersey, this place is a shithole. All these hoods is shitholes, man. Alright, so I'm gonna play it a little bit.
Alright, Shalom, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak, double honors to apostles of GMS, this is C and Shalom, to brothers out there pushing the street for sincerity. And we pretty much want to get into this topic because, as you can see, even as I full screen it, zooming in, you can see that it's not but traffic. Not even just the traffic, but the roads are messed up constantly, which is why there's traffic, number one. And you can see how these houses look. They're old, pretty much, as I like to say, pretty much ancient, boarded up homes, as you can see right here. And you go into other high-paying neighborhoods, it all looks nice. You come into the ghettos, it's all crap like this. Pipelines in the ground, pavements, signs with arrows because they're doing construction. As you can see, this vehicle right here, on the right there, doing road construction. And all they do is just patch it. They don't fix it. They don't fix anything. You go downtown, still nothing but cracks in the ground. Like this mess right here. You can see that this place and Esau's infrastructure is falling. And not even just falling, but he decides to keep it like this because this is how he sees us. This is constantly how he sees us. As the bottom of the food chain. And we are the bottom of the food chain. And we don't have anything to build on in this society.
Go to Isaiah 14:11. We gotta get some scriptures.
Right.
Okay. Look at the mess, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is the downfall. This is the downfall of America. Okay.
Now, brothers seen that video. I wanted to get one more video. Then I too myself, because that's what we do. We don't just do videos and speak. We actually bring our precepts. Okay. So this is another video. Okay, what you see, all right? Everything's boarded up. Nobody's outside. Shit is dead. All right.
And it was really rightfully so. You know what he was saying. Now, if you look at the boarded up houses, we showed you in the other segments that you had all the boarded up houses. It says here love and hope. You know, see that? That's that Christianity doctrine. That love and hope is what got you this right here. Because you didn't do one thing. As a so-called Negro, Black, and Native American. You trusted in Esau. You trusted in your oppressors, and you didn't trust in the Heavenly Father. So we're on location. We're going to bring some scriptures out.
It's Isaiah 5:8. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place, that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. You know, you see Baltimore is designed where there's a lot of row houses, so we live in so close proximity that we like join house to house. We live on top of each other. Some of us live in apartment complexes.
So that was it, man. I just wanted to play a few snippets of certain videos. Alright? Or the videos of the Akim in Baltimore. Which is through the spirit, man. Alright? That the Most High, you know, because that's how the spirit works, man. The spirit will, you know, speak, how does the scripture say? B times. Alright? Like the scripture say in 2nd Chronicles 36 and 15. How the Lord had the prophets rise up B times. Okay? Yeah, that's the scriptures, man. I mean, that's the spirit. Alright? So, let's get... Salaki. Actually, I'm going to get this first. So, this is Matthew 10 and 27. Alright? Because the scriptures are full of commandments, which means things that we should abide by. Alright? And, you know, things that we shouldn't do. Alright? And one of the things that we should do, like the scriptures say right here, Matthew 10 and 27, what I tell you in darkness, that ye speak in light, that speak ye in light. Okay? And what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. Okay? Basically meaning what the Most High speaks to us, we go out there on the highways and hedges. Alright? In a chief place of concourse. Which really, it just makes sense. Really, it just makes sense because there you can teach. You could tell Esau is going down. Alright? You could, you know, get Israel. Alright? The so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans. As well as confusion of faces, man. Alright? So, the Most High is, is a genius power, man. Alright, so I'm going to read it once more. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in light. Okay? Which, let's look up this word light. It says light, the light emitted by a lamp, a heavenly light such as surrounding angels. Oh, okay. I thought it was a good definition. I'm gonna read it once more. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in the light. All right, and reading that precept, it made me think of this one, Matthew's. Well, I think it still is Matthew's 10. No, it's Matthew's 5. Hey, see, I'm just going off the spirit here, so bear with me out here. So this is Matthew's 5 and 14. It says, ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel. So to tell us to just teach in the hood, hey, you're taking away from the Most High's light, man. You're taking away from the Most High's power. All right? Because as you can see, the hood is dead. Nobody's there except fiends and crackheads, and they ain't trying to hear the word. All right? So it says, neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick. All right? And why would you put it on a candlestick? All right? So that, hey, all may see. And it giveth light unto all that are in the house. All right? Which we know only the elect is going to get it, but it's still commanded of us. Oh, let me continue. It says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Okay? So it's appointed unto us to go out, on the highways and hedges. This is Proverbs 1 and 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets, she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gate. Okay? And that's in the ancient world. All right? That's where the elders would be at, man. The gatekeepers, if you will. Which spiritually, all right, we are set up to watch over Israel. Okay? So she crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? All right, because as prophets of the Lord, we supposed to, the scriptures say, cry aloud, spare not, show my people their transgressions. All right? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. All right, let's get one more. This is Songs of Solomon 3. And I'm going to start at the top. It says, by night on my bed I sought him, whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. I will rise now and go about the city, in the streets, in the broad ways. All right, in the broad ways. Actually, I want to look that up. It might be a good definition on there. Let me see. Songs of Solomon 3. Let's see what that says. The word broadways. It says broad or open place or plaza. Look at the origins. To be or grow wide, be or grow large, to be widened, be enlarged, broad or roomy pasture. Okay? So that's the best place to go, man. The chief place of concourse, man. Where everybody goes shopping. All right? And a lot of times in the downtown areas, that's the place where a lot of interstates and stuff meet. So it says, I will rise now and go about the city in the streets, and in the broad ways I will seek him whom my soul loveth. I sought him, but I found him not. The watchmen that go about the city found me, to whom I said, saw ye him whom my soul loveth? It was but a little. Oh, but that was it, man. That's the point. The watchmen that go about the city found me. All right, so the watchman will be in the broad place, in the broad ways, in the public place. All right, in the enlarged place. All right, like you know, in the downtown areas, man, on the cheap place of concourse where a lot of people will be. All right, not in the hood where nobody's outside, and it's just dead, man. It's boarded up. It's just death. Okay, the scripture say, "Cast not your pearls before the swine." All right. All right. So with that, Lord willing, you can will edify. Some quick in the spirit. Go ye out in the highways and hedges, man. Let's grab that actually before I end it out. That's actually a commandment. All right. And this is the things we would do to usher into the kingdom of heaven. All right, so this is Luke 14 and 21. So that servant came and shewed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, Go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor and the maimed, and the halt and the blind. That's what Yahweh shall command his disciples to do, and that's what we do. Okay? So like I'm trying to see if there's any edification in these words that I could bring out. Alright, so it says, and the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. Alright, so it's basically analogy, alright, on for us, man. Because the master is telling his servants, go and bid those that come into the marriage. But you had some that made an excuse. I got this to do, I got that to do. Making light of the Lord's commandments. Alright, as we see into this very day. But the point being, it says, and the servant said, Lord, it is done, and thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, and the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges. The highways, say, way, a traveled way. Alright, most people always travel through bus. Alright, as I said, you go from city to city. A lot of times through what? The downtown area. A lot of tourists go through that area. So it says a traveled way. Road, a traveler's way, journey, traveling. Alright? Chief place of concourse. Alright? The highest place where everybody does their shopping. Alright? A course of conduct, a way, a manner of thinking, feeling, or deciding. Okay? Now it says, and the Lord said unto that servant, to the servants, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them, that my house may be filled. And guess what, man? If you really truly want the kingdom, you're going to go out there on the highways and hedges, so the elect can wake up. That's the Lord's house being filled. It's the elect waking up so that we can get out of hell. We can get the hell out of Dodge, as they say in the world. So the scriptures command us to go on the highways and hedges. We see all these prophecies happening because our apostles and elders All right, and their apostles and elders have been going out on the highways and hedges, man. You know, hey, and hey, brothers that's woken up, hey, they can attest that they woke up through the highways and hedges, man. You know, of course, you have certain brothers that seen brothers on the internet, but majority seeing brothers on the highways and hedges, man. The scriptures call us an ensign, okay? All right, we are that ensign, man. You know, the scriptures told Ezekiel, all right, to go and prophesy into the wind, go out there. You got to be outside, of course, but aside just from being outside, you got to be out there in the chief place of concourse, all right, in the lanes, in the place that's traveled much, so to speak. Well, not so to speak, to the place that's traveled much. All right, so with that, shalom to the elect.